Take you now to Saulsville in Pretoria, where 10 people have been killed and 10 others have been injured. The wounded have been taken to hospital. The circumstances surrounding the incident are still unclear at this stage. Here's SABC News reporter Dludla, who's in Saulsville for us this hour. So Calvin, what more do we know about this tragic incident?
Good morning to you, Mqolisi, and to our SABC viewers at home. We have an update now from Atlenda Mate, who speaks for SABC nationally. She did confirm that now 11 people were shot dead and 14 were taken to hospital. We are told that these patrons were enjoying themselves drinking alcoholic beverages in one of the taverns around here, and people stormed in and shot them randomly. As I have mentioned, that 11 of them died on the scene and 14 of them were taken to hospital. In most cases, as you know, there would be those who have more information, but they would be hesitant to communicate with the media, especially on camera, for fear of victimization. But I have managed to get one of those residents who will be able to explain to us, Mom. I'm going to speak to him off camera. In the meantime, Hlomla will be showing you police officers here in full uniform and others who are here. Mama, thank you very much for your time. How you can just tell our viewers at home what's I hitting Gamo.
Yo, train about itomilega pass for Yamata. Negins like he kifeletiki buroko, ki kotela phone, ka utwas tunya sella. Car maybe fair like about why umutwai fitela cozy. Who last tunya kamo erin yarin, I can tell you horror, try its moditebe. Ke rele ke sa maketse biao ka utlwa sethunya sella ka counter dipoleti ke tsonele o counter ke le ko 24 ke o kwa gore se tsena ko mothong ko mmeleng wa motho.
Okay, you are telling SABC News that you were sleeping in your bed and then you heard gunshots. You were still busy with your phone and you heard gunshots at around 4:30
Yes.
Early this morning, and then you knew that someone was being shot. Please continue.
Yes, ke rile ha ke sno utlwela gore dithunya tse di alla ka nnete di lla go buthong ha wa ka tshoga ka thoma o tshoga ka folosa bana ko mpetong ka baroba tsa mo fase ke rile ke sa maketse biao thunya sa no didimala. After few minutes nyana motho wa teng a tla mo ke dulang hona like house le go ke dulang a lisa thunya di gunshots tse 4 ko dimo ka utla gore sella moyeng ha fetsa mo ha didimala galla se sengwe bullet e 1 ko dimonyana kwa yaba hore batho ba teng ba vanisha. So after 10 minutes batho ba irileng thwe ra utla ausi o mongwe alla hora hore ke ene ile hore na le mo house le neighbor ya teng. So re utlole sello, then as neighbors ra tsola kontle ra ya ko the crime scene, then go mo re fitlheleng gona ra bona hore ya batho ba gobetse mara nna ke tshabile o tsena go di roomong cause ba bangwe ba thuntsetse go di roomong ko mepetong. So ke bone file le gore ba thuntsetse mo fase mo ne ba tutseng hona aka counta gore ke ba kae mara ke ba bantšinyana.
Okay, so you are telling us that you had gunshots, you would hear someone moving towards where you stay, and that person was still shooting randomly, and then you had to protect your children because you had children in your house. After that, you had to come out so that you can be able to see what was really taking place, and then you had to go and see what was really happening, and people were sleeping on the floor.
Yes, ke mo re fitlhileng hona ra bona hore batho yes ba tlhokofetse like e a tshusa man e a tshusa e tshabisa madi cause ntwe botlhoko ke gore gona le bana ka mogare le gore a ba ira silo le batho ile gore ne ba dinwela kwa ne ba ntse kwa batho ile gore ba tlhokofetse most ya bona ke batho ile gore re dula mo bona mo community and they don't relate like go the crimes no ka se ba bone gore motho o irile ntwe so kae kae.
Okay, you are saying that those people who were shot, I'm talking about the victims, are people who are staying around this area. You know them?
Yes, most of them I know them and asi batho ile gore ba silika. Okay,
let's talk about this now. At the very same tavern, have you ever experienced such a tragic incident before?
No, na se khale ke fitlhile mo le batho ile gore ba dula mo ba re ke mathomo e iragala like di neighbors batho ba ka mo ke mathomo e iragala. It's new.
Shaking.
Yeah, ke a thathazela like ya tshosa ene ke tshaba le hore batho ba tlampona ke eme mo cause a re itse batho ba hore ne ba targetile mang bjang cause le nna ke tshaba ba victim at the following day.
When did police came here?
Hey, maphodisa a fitlhile ka pila wa itse a fitlhile ka pila cause I'm one of batho e leng hore ne ba phone because ke party ya di police forum tsa ka mo community so ke phone I tried and maphodisa a respondile a fitlhile ho sa fela awara.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Well, Mxolisi, one of those who witnessed this tragic incident, explaining more to SABC News, saying that police did arrive earlier on the crime scene, saying that she heard a gunshot and they had to go there where this incident took place. They saw bodies lying down, Mxolisi, on the ground, people dead. But speaking about the police, Brigadier Atlenda Mate to say is here with me so that maybe he can give us more details on what transpired and the information that she has managed to gather so far. Brigadier, thank you very much for your swift response when it comes to communicating with the media. Thank you very much. This lady is telling that your officers came earlier to attend to the scene. What are they telling you?
Okay, very good morning and thank you for the opportunity. I can confirm that a total of 25 people were shot. 11 have been confirmed as deceased, 10 died on the scene and 1 died in hospital. 14 are also injured and are receiving medical care at a local hospital. Quite an unfortunate incident. We are told that it happened just after 4:15 this morning, but police were only alerted to this incident at around 6 o'clock. This morning, we immediately mobilized our resources. We have our forensic experts as well as ballistics experts that are already on the crime scene. Our detectives are already on the ground, our serious and violent crime unit, just to piece together information on what may have led to this particular shooting. But we are told that at least 3 unknown gunmen entered this hostel where a group of people were drinking and they started randomly shooting. In terms of the deceased, the youngest is 3 years old. We've also got a 12-year-old and a 16-year-old, and the 8 others that are deceased are adults. We are still investigating the motive, but as I've indicated, maximum resources have been deployed to find those that are behind this incident. But I can tell you, Calvin, is that we are having a serious challenge when it comes to these illegal and unlicensed liquor premises. We've actually shut down between April and September this year. We shut down 11,975 unlicensed liquor premises throughout the country. We also, in that particular operation, through Operation Chanela, we've arrested more than 18,676 that were found to be selling liquor illegally. So the selling of illegal liquor illegally, rather, it's quite a challenge. And this is where most of these mass shootings are happening, where people get targeted, innocent people also get targeted and get involved in that crossfire. And that is why we are intensifying our operations. As I've alluded to, that 11,975 being shut down, it tells you that police are hard at work to try and detect and shut down all these unlicensed liquor premises, because it does indicate through our stats that that is where our problems are coming from, especially in terms of murder, because a lot of arguments are taking place at these establishments. They lead to people shooting at each other. We see innocent people also being caught up because people are being targeted at these liquor outlets.
You have dispatched a team to investigate.
Well, absolutely. Maximum resources. We have our detectives at the provincial level, district and station level that are investigating this particular scene. They are on the ground. Some of them are here. We've got our forensic experts that are already piecing, information together to try and establish, to get us to who is behind these shootings and so on. Like I've indicated, ballistics experts are already here. They will tell us what type of firearms were used in the commission of this particular crime. So it's been quite a busy 24 hours. You will recall that last night we were in Brakpan, a very unfortunate incident where witness D was murdered in a shooting, which looks like a hit. So we are looking in that particular crime scene. We are looking for the hit orderer. We are looking for the hitman, as well as the AK-47 that was utilized. We had our ballistics experts already confirm that the firearm that was used to kill witness D has been confirmed as an AK-47. So we are also looking for that particular murder weapon. So quite an eventful 24 hours, but our police are on the ground, and they will leave nothing to chance until we find all those who are responsible for these shootings.
Approaching festive season, people will start to visit this establishment, either illegal or legal. They will be drinking up until January. What do you think needs to be done to keep this?
Well, we are intensifying our operations. That's why we launched our Safer Festive operations as early as October to prepare for this busy period. We are intensifying our operations. Just this past, I think, 7 days, 16,000 suspects were arrested for various crimes. We also had, I think, 123 unlicensed firearms that were seized. And I think it's quite important that between April and September, we seized about more than 3,558 illegal and unlicensed firearms in the country, and that tells you that we need to intensify our operations. You would have heard from the minister during the release of the crime stats that we are focusing on intensifying our organized crime strategy. We need to focus our efforts more on organized crime, because it looks like all these incidents are quite organized in nature, but we are quite confident that the measures that we have put in place, the Safer Festive Operation Shanela, will yield the necessary results, and will yield positive results. So we are hoping that in no time we'll have a breakthrough in both the incident of last night in Brakpan, as well as this particular incident where 11 people have died.
And I know that you are still investigating, investigations are still underway, but where is the owner of this establishment?
So the owner is among those that have been injured. She is in hospital, and our investigators have already engaged her. They've taken down a statement from her just to get more information on what really transpired. But we know that her family members are also some of those that have sadly lost their lives. I think it was her 3-year-old child that also lost their life in this incident, and a younger brother who's about 12 years old. So quite an unfortunate incident when we see young children that should be protected being involved in crossfires like this one and losing their lives as a result of this type of crime.
Thank you very much, Atlanta, for your time.
Thank you.
That was Brigadier Atlanta Mate. Brigadier Mate is the national spokesperson of the South African Police Service, engaging with us about this tragic incident. We are told that this incident happened at around 4:15 this morning. Patrons were enjoying themselves in one of the illegal establishments around here. We are told that a gunman pounced in and shot randomly. 11 people died and 14 were taken to hospital. Brigadier Mate explaining to SABC News, saying that a 3-year-old was involved, and he died on the scene. We are told that the mother of that 3-year-old actually is the owner of that illegal shipping. Brigadier Mate saying that they have dispatched police officers or a team to investigate this matter. You would remember that this is not the first incident that we have reported about as SABC News. I remember very well Lopang Alamo, our colleague, she was in Broken Spruit as a Tobin, talking to people or those who were there about this incident. Most of them, they don't understand what happened. They would tell you that they were enjoying themselves and gunmen pounced in. But what I've noticed is that people do visit those establishments, either illegal or legal. I remember very well there was an Operation Chanela that was taking place around Soweto, I think next to Maponya Mall in Pimville. We were with Lieutenant General Chomim Tombeni, the Provincial Commissioner of the South African Police Service. They visited one of them illegal shippings in the area. You would not believe that almost 500 people were locked inside that shipping. They were drinking. They didn't have any problem. They didn't see anything wrong up until police pounced them. They even fought with the police because police told them that it was dangerous for them to be inside such a small concluded place. They didn't want to move. They told police to move away because they are enjoying themselves. Those are some of the issues, social ills that our society is facing. But Brigadier Mate explaining that they are looking for those suspects who pounced in and shot and killed. This is a festive season in policy. You know, in places especially like this and other areas, people will be drinking. Because this is a festive season. We are approaching the 16th of December, the 25th of December, the 26th and the 31st, the 1st of December. People will be enjoying themselves. They don't care much about whether that area or that establishment is legal or illegal. But Atlenda Mate saying that they have launched their festive season. They are trying by all means to educate people to stay away from such illegal establishments for their own safety. We are camping here with our video journalist Hlomla so that we can be able to monitor the situation. We will be able to engage more with some of those who might have seen what really happened. But the youngest was a 3-year-old. My question is that how would a 3-year-old be at an establishment at around 4:15? People drink, old people drinking, a 3-year-old being involved in such a brutal attack.
Right, that clearly now points to a need for greater regulation around such establishments. In the meantime, but thank you so much, Calvin Dludla, working that story. Thank you so much for that comprehensive report. And what we know so far about the story is that the death toll has since risen to 11, where 11 people have been killed and 14 others have been injured there. Thank you so much indeed for that update, Calvin.